G'day team, Mr. Minimalism here with a weekly training tip. Last session we covered off on the single and double bell clean, both some setup and some tips. Today we're going to be covering off on the double bell press and the alternate press, and also the double bell squat. Just a few tips to utilise when you're doing things like double bell complexes and arm building. Just a few little tips to make your movements more efficient and help you get through those workouts and be able to allow you to bump up the weight once you feel confident and when your body is ready. Okay guys, so the setup position is looking at a V at our double bells. If we're looking at a different letter, we're doing it wrong. From here, the same cues apply as our clean and our swing setup tips. So we need to get those bells into the rack position with that nice smooth clean. Remember not to overpower the clean or overly grip the bells. Okay, so let's get up into that rack position. We'll have a look at our pressing and our squat. Okay, we're into the rack position now. Bells are on the resting between the wrist and the bicep, and we can maintain this comfortable position. From here to go to our double press, our arms come to a vertical forearm position. Our eyes are up on an angle of about 45 degrees. From here, abs and glutes are switched on. Taking a sharp breath in, just behind the shield. And nice and slow into that full lockout overhead. Lowering the bells down into that position from the start. Okay, alternate pressing, we're going to watch that bell up, or we're going to look up and 45 on an angle to help encourage that bell up. So we take that sharp breath in, and we switch our side to the other side. Okay. Some points to remember for that. When we go to switch our bell, don't follow that excessive arch out on our press, otherwise we're going to be causing some damage to the shoulder. Remember to take that sharp breath in behind the shield, maintaining tension, driving up, and don't let that bell turn you out. Remember the cues for that are grip the handle, force your forearm against the kettlebell. Okay, let's have a look at our double squat now. Sorry, double kettlebell squat. Now this is a way we can really load up our squatting movement, and we can push a lot of weight around and really build that strength. We can use it for training for strength itself or hypertrophy, and also our conditioning with double bells. So clean those bells up into that strong rack position, and we'll go from there. Nice smooth transition in with the clean. So front on, we've got those hands resting those bells against our wrist and bicep. From here, we're pulling in with our hips, maintaining our tight anterior, so abs are switched on, shoulders are back, sharp breath in, and pushing up. So if we get stuck at the bottom, we can utilise things like a grunt to drive out of the movement. From the side, it's going to look a little bit like this. Okay, so common problems people occur is loading those bells up too heavy and having those bells pull forward in the squat. The beauty about the double clean though, if you can't clean the bells, you possibly shouldn't be squatting them either. So use your own level at the clean to dictate how much you can squat with double bells. Now with a single bell, our rack squat, obviously really good for people with tight thoracic tight thoracic area. We can utilise the rack squat so we don't have our hands in that fixed arm position of the goblet squat. So we go to a single bell, up into the rack position. From here we can use the other arm as a counterbalance, pulling in with the hips, and up we come. Okay, great way to unilaterally load the body. Bit of anti-rotational work as well. Resist the temptation for the bell to pull you forward. Nice and strong, maintaining that breath in behind the shield, maintaining tension at all times. There you have it guys, some double bell work. Great for armour building, your strength work, hypertrophy with double bells. Tune in next week for another weekly training tip. And don't forget, less is more.